As you can hear from my voice, I'm a little bit under the weather right now. I recently put a survey on my community tab and I asked what you guys wanted for this up and coming holiday season. And you guys chose snacks. So I'm gonna start out with one of the quick and easy ones I have. Now growing up as a kid, we didn't have much. But I remember one thing my mom loved, especially during the holidays. It was a nice cup of cocoa or coffee with some Entenmann's crumb cake. With that, let's get into this simple, quick, and easy recipe for the holidays. We're going to be needing 2 bowls. We're going to go ahead and start out with the small bowl first. In our first bowl, we will be adding egg white powder. And we'll need 1.5 tablespoons egg white powder. And I'll show you a quick trick I'll use to make sure that you get good, level scoops. Whenever scooping your egg white powder, simply make sure you have a lot of overage. Then take your lid, simply place it over it, and drag it across. You're going to get a perfectly level scoop, just like this. Now go ahead and add your 1.5 tablespoons to your bowl. This is the next ingredient we're going to be using. And guys, you may think this is expensive, but it's really not. Plus, the ingredients on this actually are pretty clean. So let's go ahead and add 150 grams. So I'm going to get out my scale. We're going to get 150 grams of this measured out. We'll go ahead and tear this out. Now that I'm zero, add 150 grams to this. We're going to add 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon. You can go ahead and take your spatula and get these dry ingredients mixed up well. You do want to make sure that any of these little chunks you see right here of egg white powder are definitely mixed in for this recipe. So what I like to do is basically kind of press and mix. Press and mix. Just make sure you have all that egg white powder and cinnamon mixed in very well in this recipe. Once you've got this good and mixed up and it's a good uniform color, we're going to go ahead and set this to the side and get on to our next step. We're going to get back out our scale. Then we're going to be adding heavy whipping cream. And guys, this takes it to a whole nother level. We're going to be adding 140 grams heavy whipping cream. Now we're going to go ahead and take this off the scale. We're going to go ahead and get out our mixer and get these mixed to stiff peaks. Alright, now once you've got that mixed up, then we're going to sprinkle in our dry ingredient and mix this up. Go ahead and sprinkle a little over the top. You don't want to really be aggressive with this. You want to just kind of mix it in a little like that. Once you've got it semi-mixed in like that, you want to go ahead and add more. And you want to keep doing this. You'll probably do this in about 3 batches. Make sure to get everything off the bottom. Be very careful as you're mixing this. Make sure that you keep some of this whipped cream in there. You're going to want that whipped cream in there, so you don't want to break it all up. I'm going to go ahead and add the last of it. And when you get down to the base of it, just kind of use a chopping motion as you mix this up. This is going to be kind of a clumpy dough. Don't worry about it. You just want to make sure you get all of the dry ingredients pretty much mixed in. Once it's good and mixed in, like this, you'll see you have little white pockets. Don't worry about those. You want those. We'll go ahead and take our cupcake tin, or if you have silicone, that's fine. But I went ahead and lined these so that they come out easy. We're going to go ahead and get these filled up. Now, if you want to use a scale while you do this, you can. I just kind of like to eyeball it. And when you get done, you can go ahead and fill in the rest of them with what you have. Just try to be careful with this. You're not really trying to mash this down a lot right now. We will, in the end, actually mash some of it down. But right now, be as gentle as you can with this. And you'll see I need a little bit in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and add some to this. Now you can come back in here with your fingers. And you don't have to push this all the way in. It is going to deflate some, but just kind of level this out. Level each one of them out. If you see big pockets down here, go ahead and push into the big pockets. Now remember, this is a crumb cake, so an uneven top is not going to matter. So we'll just go ahead and get these all pressed in. So now that we've got these ready, it's time for the crumbs. So if you haven't guessed it by now, this will be our crumbs. If you have been on a low-carb diet, you know high heat makes an amazing cookie. So I've already crushed up some of these so that we can add them to the top. And basically what I did was went ahead and pulled these out and cut them up so that they had that crumb cake look. I'm going to go ahead and get my larger ones out first. So every time you start seeing fine ones come out, just shake it again like that, and it will bring all of the large ones to the top. Once that's done, firmly press down on the center till it's level with the top of this cupcake liner. And then once you've got them pressed down, you can go in and add to ones that need it. Like as you can see, this one needs quite a bit. We'll go ahead and fill the rest of this with our fine crumbs. So just kind of fill in around the big chunks. Now we'll go ahead and get these in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. We'll go ahead and get these out of the oven. And as you can see, they're nice and crispy on the top. Now you want to go ahead and get them dusted off with some Swerve confectioner sweetener. If you like this video, I'm sure you'll like these as well. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.